What's going on? What's good? What's great? Welcome back to the channel. Now today we have a different type of video. This past weekend I was able to attend my first ever card show. Now I'm gonna give you all a quick backstory. Me and my wife, we just celebrated our 2-year wedding anniversary. When she asked me what I wanted for my gift, I said, hey babe, I just want Pokemon cards. So I got a message with a ticket saying that I needed to be at this hotel in Orlando. I didn't even know it was a card show. And then I pull up and of course it's a card show. So I'm gonna take you through. We got some cool stuff. We talked to some great people. Follow me as I experience my first card show because of my lovely wife. So firstly, the event was free to get in. You didn't have to pay, but you could pay for a VIP ticket if you wanted to, and that's what my wife got me, a VIP ticket. Now the VIP ticket came with certain things. You got a free drink, didn't need that. A free keychain, didn't need that. These raffle tickets right here that I'm showing, you got 4 of them, and then you also got a free pack, and this was the free pack that I got, a pitch black pack, which I thought was pretty cool for $15. Now, unfortunately, Mrs. Sean had a prior engagement, so she couldn't join me. I did wish she could be there, not only because I'm a terrible cameraman, but I think it would have just been a fun experience together. So one of the things that I noticed firstly when I was there is that this was a really small event. They had 3 rooms in the hotel, and the 3 rooms were broken up. One was called the gallery room, one was called the Empire room, and the other was called, I think, the conservative room. And then in each room, it was just various vendors selling either Pokemon cards. I saw some Dragon Ball Z cards, and of course some One Piece cards, which I also thought was pretty cool. I have a buddy that has a One Piece channel, and so I texted him immediately. And I'll show you what he asked me to buy for him when I sent him a picture of it. But when I got there, I wanted to do this a little different from when I went to DreamCon. The problem that I had with DreamCon is that I kind of was like trigger happy. As soon as I saw cards, I just bought them. I didn't like shop around and see what other vendors had. And because of that, there were some cards that I did overpay for. So I wasn't going to make that mistake today. So I went to all 3 rooms before I bought anything. I honestly didn't go with the intentions of buying anything, because I was like, you know, I found my card stores by me and they were pretty reasonable in price. But at this vendor that I'm standing in front of right now, you know, he had a really good assortment, and he had this, the White Flare ETB. So I need this for the semifinals of the ETB World Cup, White Flare versus Mega Evolution. I hadn't bought it yet, and he had it for $150, which is kind of the lowest price that I've seen it for. So I had to get that. It was actually one of 3 purchases that I made. At around noon, everyone kind of met up in the Empire room for the first raffle, where they raffled off a slab bag. I had 4 raffle tickets, but of course I didn't win. I never win raffles, but I didn't really care about a slab bag. If you don't have slabs, you don't need a slab bag. But this guy right here won, which I thought was pretty cool. Now I'm gonna shut up for a second so y'all can see some of the various cards that I saw. Now, when I got to this table right here, this was actually my favorite table, even though I didn't buy anything because I didn't really have anything that I want. I just had a really good conversation with the guy standing there. His name was Miguel. He was a little older than I was. And we just talked about, like, you know, where Pokemon started, you know, back in the day versus where it is now, and, you know, how popular it's become and how much more it's appreciated. And I just really thought it was a really great conversation. And you know what? Let me just shut up and let you guys hear a piece of the conversation.
It's getting crazy. But you know, if we had a time machine, we'd buy it all.
You know, I was telling my wife actually got me these tickets for our anniversary gift to come. I didn't know this thing was here. And I was telling her, I stopped collecting cards when I was 19, when I actually had money to buy them. If I knew what I knew now. And I gave my collection away. I gave my collection away. Like,
I would have put mine in, at least in sleeves. Bro, I had mine, like, he was looking at some of my vintage. He's like, bro, what happened to these?
Yeah.
I was playing with them.
Yeah, exactly. It was a game that now people are fighting over.
Yeah.
Like,
it's rough.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I love it, but it's great to see that it's okay to be a nerd now.
Yeah.
Like, but but
You can find shirts that have.
yeah.
It was hard to find shit like.
It was
like,
hard to do. It was hard to do. I told my wife, you know, I used to get chased home from school for battling for Pokemon during lunch.
Yeah.
And now it's like the most popular thing.
Now the jocks are like,
yes.
hey, look at my cards.
Yeah, it's a real love-hate thing because
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that it's popular, but you guys were never a part of the club.
Exactly. They don't have that Toys R Us gym badges.
No,
that we used to get.
no, absolutely not. The second purchase I made was at this table here. I bought 4 packs of Mega Evolution. They were $8 each. I thought that was a pretty good price. He had the ETB for $115, but I had already ordered it online. And because I have not recorded that matchup yet, I don't know who's going to win. And I didn't want to just buy one just for the sake of buying it. Now, I also did this spin the wheel where you spin for the opportunity to win a Ascended Heroes ETB. Of course, I didn't win, but I did win a Phantasmal Flame pack. Now, from this same vendor, I also purchased this Prismatic Evolution box, the Lucario and Tyranitar EX Premium Collection box. Now, I was searching to buy this box online for a while now, but it was over $200 and I just couldn't justify that expense. This guy had it for $190, which was even the cheapest that was at the event. And as soon as I saw it, I asked him, is that $190? And he was like, yes. And I bought it immediately. And he says he actually purposely sets his price a little bit lower because he sells a lot more. And I talked to him for a little bit and I was like, I don't see why more vendors don't do that. I'll be more inclined to buy if you're close to, market price. And he says market for it is about $200, but it was like $230 from the other vendors there. And so he got that sale because, hey, I'm not going to turn down $190. Overall, it was a great card show. I had a good time. It was really fun for what it was. Like I said, it was really small, but it was a surprise anniversary gift from my wife, so I loved it either way. She said this is just phase 1 of my gift. There is a phase 2 and hopefully a 3. So as I get those gifts, I'll be sure to record a video because they're all Pokemon or Pokemon cards related. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I love y'all and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.